heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of the Gypsy King.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is to be here. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. They score again with the left hand. There's a right hand. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Caught him with a stiff jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This one could go either way. Every round. Which fighter's going to get caught first? This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He fails to score with that left hook. He blocks the hook. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. A counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to double shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, every drill.
Ooh, that punch hurt him. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
It's too hard to split.
Who's going to be the first one to get rocked? He just misses with that big right hand. And they get out of the way of that left hand. guys in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
And they figure out the combination to this safe. He takes that jab. Men step back for just a moment. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the dangerous fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout. Which fighter's going to get clipped first? A big right hand. He misses with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Caught him with a left hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
I love that. That's great.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. He's going to be the first one to get caught. There's a scoring blow. Left scores. fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. He parries that left jab away. And he misses with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
He's ready. So he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Who will be buzzed first? He didn't take that jab well at all. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice right jab. Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This one could go either way. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Why aren't they defending? Clean left jab. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
These two are the perfect dance partners. And he just misses with that jab. Ooh, a stiff right jab. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not much time left in the round. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
So important, the referee's got to do his fight right.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? He misses with that jab. Ooh, a stiff jab. He scores with that right uppercut. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Clean jab. He missed with that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stop.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
That was...
Who's going to be the first one to get caught? Perfect punch. Fury. Down goes Fury. Gets out of the way of that left hand. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
left there, but misses. Misses with the jab. Hit him with the left jab. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
No, keep your eye on the ball.
There's the bell to start round 10. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He scores with that right hand. Absorb that hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter before 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. He's going to be the first one to get rocked. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just missed with that hook. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Can he get out of this predicament? How did they survive that? Missing with that jab. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see him. Down goes Fury.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hook misses. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So there you have it. it is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.